That's what I'm saying. Like, we didn't lose
but
DKU.
but even with the Jacksonville State, you came off of the Notre Dame. You super moral victoried it. You tried to put a. You tried. You don't think they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I know. I'm just like, I just
listen. You don't arrange a post-game proposal unless you're 100% sure that we're gonna win this game.
And then follow through with it. That's how I knew they were losers. Then it was when he followed through with it. I was like, oh, y'all are losers.
Or was he just out thinking the room and saying this will go viral if I just go through with it?
Well, he did well, and if that was his thing, they did well.
If you're Mike Norvell, do you crush him for that? Or
God.
Hey,
Mike
congratulations! Now you're running again.
Like he's gonna get fired, right?
No,
at FSU,
no, not even a chance. Not even
with
a chance.
Deion sitting out there.
Listen, unless Deion comes up with Deion and his NFL buddies.
Yeah, Deion can. Yeah,
if they throw in,
there's enough backing at Florida State. I mean, there's some big time donors down there.
Yeah, but you gonna do this or you want me to?
Well, I'm just saying.
Deion, the backers,
yeah,
they did the experiment with my guy before Deion.
I'm blanking on
Taggart.
Yeah, but Deion's different.
I know. Listen, they held their breath for Willie Taggart. He was going quick. They're still paying a lot of money to buy Taggart out.
Yeah, that was too.
Again, it would have to. That's your people's, ain't it? No, that's on the basketball side. Listen, the Taggart situation. I mean, what does Norvell have? Like 6 more years on his contract or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like, could you imagine? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Deion will do it, but Deion's still high risk, high reward. And what are you going to say? You're going to say, oh, Deion recruiting. It's like, dude, they're in the top 10 every year already.
Yeah.
They're in the top 10 already.
Yeah.
Like we would have to be in control of his line. And Deion's going to want to get paid like Saban. You know that. You know that.
Yeah, I get it.
So, we're dealing with Norvell for a while.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I mean, listen, I think it's definitely
who's more quarterback reliant on having a good game, Florida State or Louisville?
Probably
Louisville because we only have one.
Yeah,
Florida State has 3 options.
Yeah, they got 3 options. It sounds like Mackenzie Milton is going to start. So probably be playing Mackenzie Milton.
And I'm purposely playing this in the background, people. Like this is. I need y'all to hear. I need y'all to hear a radio show. You're trying to do your job, and you got this chant going on in the background the whole time.
No, I love it
because at some point you're like, "Hey man, just turn it off."
Yeah.
Look. Malik Cunningham, he's trying to talk to his guys. We're trying. Hey, Marshawn, listen, when he sit, I need you to sit down in that spot so I can get you.
Yeah.
Look, see,
I know. It's like, come on.
False start.
I don't know though, man. 3:30 Tallahassee, ESPN.
It's gonna be packed. It's packed. It's gonna be a big crowd. Okay, it'll be bigger than our UCF crowd.
I don't know about that.
How do we gauge this? Because you don't think so, I do think so. This is their chance to get off the ground, and we just beat a Florida team.
Yeah,
this is Florida's last stand.
Yeah,
they got to go.
They're
you know what? I'll caveat it. If it rains, they're sitting at home.
Yeah,
but there's Florida. They're used to the rain.
Yeah, fair enough.
You don't think it's the last stand crowd?
Yeah.
Oh, have the tides have turned. Remember when this was Louisville's last stand with Bobby?
That's my point.
Yeah.
With who?
With Bobby. With the other. Hugh must not.
Was the Florida State game the last stand with Bobby?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the one I think where people really, really were out.
There's a problem.
The players,
Who we got online?
You got Nate.
Nate, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Can you imagine being a young 18, 19-year-old kid and you made a decision on your college career, and now you're sitting there going, if I'd have picked the other team, maybe my outlook on this week would be a little different.
Yeah, but Nate, that's like every Division I athlete on the planet. That's not like a one and
But
done.
I'm talking about like a guy who at the last minute maybe changed his mind and said, I'm gonna go there and see what happens. I'm talking about one specific individual. Or maybe another individual who just said, you know what, I don't like where I'm at. I think I'm gonna go over there. See what happens.
You ever seen the women in Tallahassee, Nate?
Yeah, all right, touche. All right, y'all.
I appreciate the call. I mean, that year-round sun-kissed complexion. Yeah. Sometimes when you think you messed up, you're like, yeah. 15 kids later, my country Tallahassee girl, I'm like,
yeah,
it worked out just fine.
I know. That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so give me your anxiety level on this one, Steve.
I mean, it's there because I know what we have a chance to do.
Okay, so it's more opportunity, not worry.
I mean, if we win, we're 3-1.
You would have signed up for 3-1 all day long.
Yeah, I mean, you're 3-1 with a chance to go 4-1 against Wake.
Mm-hmm.
And the next week, I mean, and then come back home 4-1 against Virginia. Like, I mean, yes, like I want to win. I also know what. I also would like.
Do we have a mature enough team to that you would say, okay, y'all can go down there. You screwed up the Mississippi thing.
Yeah.
Do we have a mature enough bounce back? Can we fight without the desperation of UCF chatter?
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. I mean, just like I said, I'm just bouncing ideas, engaging fans. Fans' attitude. Do you think we're mature enough to do that?
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, it's just it's one of those deals, man, where I'm like, look, you go win. And then it kind of, this one, for instance, I think you could win this one and then say you go to Wake and take a loss or something like that.
Does a win in Florida State erase Mississippi?
No, I mean, not necessarily erase Mississippi.
I mean, overall, you know what I'm saying? Because now you're 3-1 headed into Wake Forest. Like, do you feel like, okay, maybe that Mississippi was a...
I mean, I think you can start having that conversation,
4-1.
As bad as I hate to say this, because this is a tough. Sorry. Ole Miss next game, not this week, but next week is Alabama. And you're 4-1, and they go play Alabama decently. You're going to go, freak. We're fine. That's when you're going to start going, well, we outplayed them in the second half. How quickly.
Yeah.
Listen, after the Ole Miss game, we were all like, "Don't give me that. They played well in the second half." Crap.
Because
if I'm 4-1, 3-1, 4-1, and they play Bama close or decently, even if Bama wins, by 14, if they're like, "Oh, they're in it and they're moving the ball," I'm gonna go, well, heck, we outplayed Ole Miss in the second half. Let's roll.
Listen, you even gave us the Kentucky voice, Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, look.
Listen, we got right there. Jacob, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
I was just wanting to add on to what Nate was saying about the Chuba thing, and not to harp on it too much. Just what I was feeling about it lately was like, at first when he switched, everybody was like, "Oh, hate the guy now," and then he's first string at Florida State at the game, and then we're laughing like, ha ha, 0-12 Chuba, ha ha. And then he gets moved down to second string, and we're like, ha ha, Chuba. And then he gets moved down to third, and we're like, ha ha. And then he's down to fourth, and then we're kind of like, ha. Who is this joke on now? Because he was committed to us, and now you guys don't even want him. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. And I honestly don't care about the guy anymore, and I wish for him after he goes and probably commits to Jacksonville. So I'll let y'all talk about that.
Appreciate the call. Jacob, I love his arm talent. So I'm still not hot. Listen, the joke's not on us because that's not the Florida State that we know and love. Listen, right now we're looking at a coach who went into last game saying we're going to go with the hot quarterback.
Yeah.
Nothing makes a fan base more uncomfortable than we're going to go with the hot quarterback. Because you're like, because listen, and let's not ignore the fact that one quarterback is from one delegation and another quarterback is from another delegation.
Fair enough.
And in Tallahassee, Florida, there's this underlying tone of, I like my quarterback. I don't know why. It's just something about him that makes me root for this quarterback over this quarterback.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you have a coach who's managing that by saying, whoever gets the loudest applause will be the quarterback. We're literally doing a talent show competition, but the popular kid is going to get the most cheers.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how that's fracturing, or the possibility of that fracturing a fan base, a locker room?
Speaking of fracturing a fan base,
Lawrence, thanks for joining us.
I was going to say, I was just going to read these really quick. I love you guys, but I'm going to have to switch stations. Please make it stop.
See, that's what happens.
I love the show, but I can't take it much more.
That's what happens. That's what happens, Nicky.
I don't think I can take this chance.
Yes.
I'll be back in 15 minutes.
No, we'll still have it playing. If our kids got to
Shut
go
off
through this,
that TV music.
if our kids got to go through this, you got to go through it too. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on night. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on night. Lawrence, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind, Lawrence?
Wow. What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve?
What's going on, man?
I just need Louisville still going there as an underdog mentality, because even though they're first to win, they still are the underdogs in there because it's still for the state. They still a dangerous program. So if Louisville don't be feeling themselves like they feeling themselves after a big win, and still play like they the underdogs in this game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out with a victory. Because this game is way more important than the last game.
Lawrence, I appreciate the call. Spoken like a true coach.
Yeah.
There is no game as important as the next game, says Lawrence. This is the most important game on the schedule is the next game. You've obviously been listening to Coach Scott Davenport. You've obviously been listening to Satterfield and all. Listen, okay, Steve. I'm just firing off all the questions I can and get them on in here. 8150-939 is the number. Feel free to jump in. 3831-939 is the text line. We played on a Friday night.
Okay.
Which means we got a Saturday night, an extra day of rest. Steve, is the extra day of rest a good day to stop feeling yourself, or did the extra day of rest have them out running around being superstars at Louisville Live, getting the big head? Or did Louisville Live happen just enough on time to humble them?
Well, they were there. A lot of them were there.
That's my point.
You know, I think that type of event can make you go, okay, well, let me see here. You know, like, all right, you know, like, just got a big dub, but I don't know, man. That stadium on Friday was nice. Yeah, it was nice. So, like,
wait, you mean you talking UCF game?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But how do you carry that? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it a mentality?
Well, I think this is the part where you see, like, what can we realistically expect this year? What can we be excited for? Because this is the type of game where you beat a team like UCF, and you come back and you beat a struggle.
Brian, then Charles.
Like this is the type of game where you say, okay, you come out ready to play and you kick them in the face. You know, I think people start to go like, okay, they are mature enough to take that, play well the next week. I think we're back to where we started. I think we're back to 7,
maybe
8, maybe 8. Yeah,
swing for the fences.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
Brian, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
I am on a plane to Tallahassee in 2 hours, boys. We've got a group that's going down. We make one trip every year, and this is it. We don't know what kind of juju we're taking down there with us, but by God, we are ready to go.
Brian, you have to get there early enough to let them know you are here from Louisville and everybody is watching. Like, let them know they are not by themselves when this war chant is going on in the background the entire time.
My man, let me tell you something. 3:30 kickoff will be well bourbon infused at that point. It will be loud. I don't know if there's going to be anybody else in the stands, but by God, we'll be there. That's all that matters.
But listen, Brian, appreciate the call. Yeah, like I said, I never know the Florida State traveling, crew.
Can you fly into Tallahassee?
Is it necessary to fly into Tallahassee, Steve?
No, listen. After I started flying, it's necessary to fly everywhere.
Now you're flight snob, Steve.
Yeah, it's necessary to fly everywhere.
Charles, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away, Charles. Fire away, Charles.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Got you.
Okay. Well, first of all, man, play that song for the whole 2 hours. I'm not bothered by it. I'm going to run a shotgun. I'm going to run under the center. I don't care, Steve. I want you to line up at fullback, at tailback, or either at tight end, and we gonna put it on them, dog. That's the way I feel right now, man. For real.
So wait, why are you so confident about this game?
Because after what happened in the last game, I feel that they should take that same energy without any ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. And of course, it starts with the coach. It starts with him. It starts with the coordinators. Everything that they did in that UCF game, they should apply it to the Florida State game, but they need to kick it up a notch or two because, of course, it's not a home game, it's a road game. If they play this game the way that they played UCF, but kick it up a notch or two, win or lose, as long as they play their hearts out and leave it on the floor, on the field, man, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the chant is. It doesn't matter how many they got in the stand. All that matters is play execution, play both sides of the ball the way that they played against UCF, but just kick it up a notch or two. And that's it. Everything's going to be fine, win or lose. And I want the boot. Later, fellas.
Appreciate the call, Charles.
They want the boot.
Let me ask you this, Steve.
It says Delta Airlines will fly into Tallahassee. Okay, listen, because I'm starting to think about this one.
First time?
Do I want to jump on a plane Friday and go down to the game Saturday?
Just move. Listen, there's no way the stadium can be too far from Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Listen, you can damn near make that a one-day trip.
I know. I was gonna say, fly down Friday, fly back Saturday night. The wife's off.
Okay, Charles made a point about the style of play. Let me ask you this, Steve. Is there a way the game goes? Okay, you said you're okay with just a win.
Yeah.
Is there any okay with a loss?
No. I mean, not like I think we're done.
You understand what I'm saying?
We're done with the fired coach. Like, coach, you got the rest of the year.
What I'm asking you, like a well-played A game, fired up Florida State.
No.
Because we'll be their first loss?
No. Yeah. No, you need to win this one. You need to be mature enough to win this one. I don't feel like I have to come in here all week and say, well, they could no, be mature, go win this game. You're better than Florida State. You need to go win. There are other games you can lose. You can go play a really good, you can play a pretty decent.
Florida State has a lot of 5-stars.
No, not doing that. There's no loss. I'm going to come in here on Monday and go, well, I was doing the ball better.
What if
we ran the ball?
What if Chuba just comes in and dominates? Will it be worse?
Then he should be here. You lost him. Yeah, no.
Either way it goes, it's coming back to you, coach.
Yep. I am not doing so I said Delta through Atlanta, nothing direct. I'm not doing they lost. No, you should be mature enough. If I'm out here calling for 8 wins or 7-8 wins or go to a good bowl game,
0-3 Florida State team,
you should be mature enough.
You counted that as a win.
Now listen, I said though, miss me with the well, they only won by this, or well, they only did this. Well, I don't care about that. They win, I'm good.
Yeah, so
Hail Mary.
Referees, cheat for us.
Yep.
Any kind of. You think most people are where's that line gonna move?
I think people put money on Louisville. A lot of people watch that game on Friday, going down to Tallahassee. I think people really think
the Sharks are gonna chew them up, though.
Yeah,
the Sharks are gonna chew them up.
I just think people are really down on Florida State right now.
Brandon Lang is gonna say, home dogs by less than 3. Blah blah blah. Yeah. You know, with their recruiting class, they're gonna say take Florida State all day. Golly, that makes me sick.
Fair enough.
Yeah. We're rolling along. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
You want me to have this play during the commercial break?
Football season is finally here, and Wing Zone is ready for game day. Try our new Game Day to Go special for only $39. It's perfect for a tailgate at the stadium or a watch party at home. Have your wings sauced in any of Wing Zone's 17 delicious flavors. Call ahead to place your order so you don't miss a minute of action. WingZone.com. You got it.
Follow the leader, ESPN Louisville, your home for the college football playoff, NFL, the Final Four, and the best sports talk. Download the ESPN Louisville app today, delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
Hey everyone, I'm Brandon Lang. When Matthew McConaughey plays you in a movie, as he did me in 2005's Two for the Money, you have to maintain a certain image. That's hard to do when you're going bald. I needed to do something, and it needed to be done fast. Parsley Waldman's Hair Center came to the rescue. Louisville and the Midwest Premier Hair Treatment Center not only gave me my hair back, but my self-confidence as well. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out how you can start your journey back to a full head of hair today. I can tell you firsthand. From the minute you walk in the door to the time you leave, you are treated as if you were in a 5-star hotel. And now that it's been a year since my surgery, I look back at pictures from a couple years ago. I don't even look like the same person. The procedure was an amazing success, and it has totally reframed my face. Go to hairsurgery.com and find out not only how affordable it is, but how you can get your hair back today. Visit hairsurgery.com. That's hairsurgery.com. And tell them Brandon Lang sent you.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn, or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit their website, or just call and let Liquor Barn deliver whatever it is you need to stock the bar. And if it's your birthday month, make sure you visit their website for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you can get a chance to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn is proud to be the presenting sponsor, once again, of Ravens football on ESPN Louisville. So whether you're getting ready for the Ravens or your favorite team, have Liquor Barn bring the party to you. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Your home for Liquor Barn's coverage of Lamar Jackson and Baltimore Ravens football is right here on ESPN Louisville.
Jackson steps up, throws wide open to the 20. Hollywood Brown to the 10. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
After a comeback win over the Chiefs, the Ravens hit the road Sunday to take on the Lions. Pre-game coverage begins at 12:30 with kickoff at 1 on 93.9 The Ville. Live play-by-play of Lamar and the Ravens is presented by Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
What's up, Louisville? Marshawn Ford here. While preparing for the 2021 season, I came across something that helped me up my cooking game on campus. Not only is it the gettins, but it's all natural, low sodium, has no sugar, no chemicals, or preservatives. It's no secret that when you eat good, you feel good. Dan-O's seasoning has set me up for a damn good season. Yum, yum, get your some. Check them out at danosseasoning.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crack.
It's been a great start to the NFL season, and it's only getting better at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place the same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you will be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, and the best part is you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code WHBE to receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code WHBE to get $150 in free bets instantly this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Is that the 0009? Yeah. 008 isn't done. I got to record that today at some point too. DK.
I made it.
I meant to record it last night, but I forgot. Because there's two different ones. There's one I voiced and there's the one we had been voiced. All right.
Goes 4-1 again last week. $100 player following our system is up over 1,800.
I promise we weren't dead air. I promise.
Have a huge football season. Call 1-800-298-1383 or go to fatjacksports.com, and for less than about $80 a week, turn a profit betting the games. That's fatjacksports.com today. Fatjacksports.com to win.
It's a throwback, and it's a toss down the sideline. Wide open! Smith to Curley!
After a thrilling win over Central Florida, Louisville football enters ACC play Saturday when the Cards travel to Florida State. And ESPN Louisville is your home for the most pre- and post-game coverage. Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 1:30 live from Khalil's for the Miller Lite pregame show, and directly following the game for the Miller Lite postgame show. It's all on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Bad Boys 2, the soundtrack. Let's go. Who your name is? Where you from? Turn around. Who you came with? Is that your ass or your mama have reindeer? I can't explain it, but damn, so glad you came here. I'm still a sucker for cornrow, so I never changed that. Your body is baby mama, but where your brains at? Still the same cat when I was younger, running with bad boys. Right. Now I'm older, rockin' solar, running with bad boys. Right. Here come another man, unlike no other man. Candy coated, switching every other lane. Y'all help me, won't you please help me?
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus David. 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I got a text in the middle. I think that sounds a little awkward. Okay. I got a text. I actually was on the YouTube channel. I want you to respond to this one, Steve.
Okay.
It says the ACC is down this year, so the Cards can take control in the league with FSU and Wake wins. Because I heard the exact same thing out of my FSU guy, who just confirmed he's excited about doing something before the game. I'm getting an echo back a little bit, Nikki. If you can adjust it a little bit. Yeah. Well, so Steve.
Okay.
When I tell you that the ACC is down, opportunity, how does that make you feel?
I mean, well, excited now. Because now, listen, I mean, because we're going into ACC play. We've got our out of conference out of the way. I mean, we got Kentucky at the end of the year. I mean, essentially, we'll play now. It's nothing but ACC teams until we play that rivalry game against Kentucky. You know? So it's like, I mean, yeah. I mean, they go win the next two games and they're 4-1. I mean, look, 2-0 in the ACC. Yes, I would say, okay, well, we're coming back home. Virginia back home. Let's go see what we got.
To keep it Florida State centric, are all these games? Because here's what I don't want to happen. I don't want all these games to turn into the ACC is down, because it doesn't matter if the ACC is down. Like the constant barrage of Louisville hate always has the ACC down.
Yeah.
Like no matter what. Like it's impossible for them to get better. Like it's impossible for them to, to do anything. So how do you avoid ACC down, bringing just the morale down overall?
Yeah.
I mean, does that make sense? Like,
I mean,
when I say
I don't care. Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me, I don't care.
So you should tell them not to care as well.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, okay. Now let me move on to another question. Malik Cunningham. I'm sure you watched a couple snaps on replay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Malik Cunningham rolling out. Malik Cunningham's rolling out to the left side.
Okay.
He squares his shoulders.
Yeah.
Throws a dart to Braden Smith coming back to the ball.
Sure.
Do you feel like that's the Malik that the coaches were talking about during the summer? Do you feel like that's the guy that is going down to Florida State, or are you expecting like
he should be the highest confidence Malik Cunningham that you've ever had? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, coming off that game Friday night, like
you did go toe to toe.
It was awesome
with a league quarterback.
Yeah, no, he was awesome on national TV. Yeah, I mean, there should be as much confidence as Malik's had since year one of Satterfield. I mean, yeah, no, like yes, we should expect Malik Cunningham to come out.
You know, I noticed Marshall had some tough catches as well.
No, yeah,
like their catches were tough. Those guys like went to the ground for catches. Couple catches like Marshall went into the window of that kill zone, that safety linebacker kill zone.
Yeah.
On the slant, like our receivers, they went in there.
Yeah.
They went. Okay. Is the receiver okay in three games? Do you feel like the receiver quarterback chemistry has taken a big jump?
Yes, a little. I don't think that they fully trust sometimes that the ball's going to be where exactly it needs to be. But
are they improving on working back towards
I think so. I mean, even that route, I think it was Braden Smith towards, I think it might have been the first quarter. Malik rolls out. Braden Smith runs
out route to the corner. Yep,
the corner.
Kind of rounded off.
Yeah, rounded off a little bit.
Where it was a long throw.
Yeah, and it was a good throw. And Braden Smith kind of worked back to it. I was like, okay, all right. Like, stuff like that.
That throw worried me, though.
Yes.
Because I'm wondering, I mean, if you got a fast guy, you might be able to get away with that more often than not.
Yeah.
You know, like you might, but it's like,
I know.
Do our receivers, are they going to protect Malik Cunningham?
Yeah.
On those longer throws. Do you see something like that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that showed on the third down play where Watkins come back with the dude hanging on his back and made a play. You know, it was a great throw by Malik too, though. That one was. I mean, look, Malik's not super accurate. I mean, he's not going to be super accurate. I mean, that we know that. Okay. Again, I said it yesterday. I'm not going to try to sell him as like this elite quarterback. But like a texter said a lot of people outside of the city look at him as the X factor, which I think he is the major X factor with our offense.
Malik.
I think it's simple
like,
as this.
Is he the biggest X factor of a football team that we've ever had? Outside of Clemson.
I think every game can nearly come down to Clemson and maybe NC State or somebody.
Right.
Malik plays well, we win. Malik doesn't play well, we lose. Clemson, maybe an NC State or so. I think Malik can play well. You can still get beat. It can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I mean, I think it's like, does Malik play well or does he not? If he plays well, we probably win. That FSU team's good. It's a good freaking team.
Their roster is good.
Yeah, that's a good team you wouldn't beat, man.
Oh, no, you said FSU. You
Oh, I'm
UCF.
sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. God. UCF.
Because I was going to say, no, I don't want you on record saying that.
No.
State team is good.
UCF.
Their
is
roster
good.
is good.
Yeah. UCF. That UCF team is a good team, man. It's a good team. You just beat.
Did we beat them more with offense or defense?
I mean, the defense was good. I think it was. It was both, man. I mean, you went and scored.
So you would do the traditional complimentary football.
It started to feel. I haven't felt in probably a year and a half like I did Friday night, where I felt like, well, we can score. Go get the ball. We can score. It didn't feel. We felt
we
that.
can move the ball and get into.
I don't think I felt that all year last year. At no point was I like, well, pretty much like, well, we can score against UCF. I was confident to the point I'm like, oh yeah, we'll go score. They went, scored, and tied it up. I'm like, it's fine. We're gonna kick a field goal and win the game.
I'm trying to decide as I'm working through the quarterback situation. Yeah, I just want to know what you know. You can read the text line way over there. And I'll set up the next question. So when you think about who our defense is facing,
it's a lot of good text, and then there's about 4 people who have told us for the last 30 minutes that they're not going to listen anymore.
Listen, if you like this show and you can't handle 1 hour of this, how do you expect your kids to go down to Tallahassee, Florida and be able to snap a football, to be able to make it happen? So, Steve, who would you rather play against? Mackenzie Milton, keep it there. Mackenzie Milton or Jordan Travis? Who would you rather face in the game with our defense?
Yeah.
Who would you be more confident with? Our defense against Mackenzie Milton?
Give me both. I like my defense.
You like your defense?
I like my defense.
Either quarterback.
My defense has played the number 1 and number 6 offense. I like my defense. They didn't give up a touchdown to EKU.
First time under 200 yards. The first time under 200 yards.
Yeah.
That you gave up to that.
Yeah. I like my defense.
Okay, so it doesn't matter quarterback. You think us winning this game is off?
Yes. We play well. We win the game. And they're going to have to come into the stadium. They're going to have to deal with this music. They're going to have to deal with these chants. And they're going to have to do what I want them to do. We played this for the first hour, right?
Yep.
You don't want to hear it? Go shut it up early.
Go shut it up.
Because if you shut it up early,
they'll stop playing.
They'll stop playing.
They'll
stop playing this. They'll stop playing, and they'll lose the game.
And the paper bags will come out.
Yes.
I guarantee the paper bag over their heads will absolutely
You let them
come out.
play. You jack around. You let them play. You do that, they will lose the game, or it'll be a game.
Do you trust our offensive line going up against Their defense.
Yes, absolutely.
What level? What level of trust?
About an 8. Yeah.
Say just technique, get it done, but you got to be emotional.
Yeah.
Go. Steve, how many listeners have we drove away? Because we had to filter out people. We needed to know who could handle it and who can't.
I just got yelled at by sales here because I had it turned up too loud in here, and they're on the Zoom meeting.
Does he get the point?
Oh yeah, no, he gets it, but he was also like, "Hey Nick,
Does he know this is 93.9 The Ville?"
He does, but he also has to make some sales. So he's like, "Shut the hell up!" For the lights are going off.
Does he know if that our careers are attached to our university? And if we got to put up with some Florida State Seminole chants in the background, we're rolling along. Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
It's a throwback, and it's a toss down the sideline, wide open, Smith to Cooley.
After a thrilling win over Central Florida, Louisville football enters ACC play Saturday when the Cards travel to Florida State. And ESPN Louisville is your home for the most pre- and post-game coverage. Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 1:30 live from Khalil's for the Miller Lite pregame show, and directly following the game for the Miller Lite postgame show. It's all on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, "I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love." This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning. I'm Nick Valvano, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Wooded View Golf Course. Book your tee time today, woodedviewgc.com. Cards facing FSU on the road this Saturday, 3:30. You can catch that one on ESPN2. One of the men on the call, Mike Golick Jr., he joined the drive with Mark Ennis yesterday, said, "We know the recipe for success with this Cardinal team. It's Malik Cunningham."
I think going forward, that's going to have to be more of the answer to this question here. Your best weapon is at quarterback right now, and you've got to find creative ways to maximize him in a running game that we know wants to stretch people horizontally, wants to then turn that into passes over the top. But it's got to start with your quarterback, who put a banner performance on display in that game.
Keep it locked Saturday to ESPN Louisville for Miller Lite pre- and post-game coverage. Staying in football to the NFL, Rams, they signed Javian Hawkins to their practice squad. Wrapping up on the diamond, the Reds, they fall to the Bucks 6-2. They're 4 games out of the final NL wildcard spot. The Bats, they're going to start their final homestand of the year today, 1 p.m. with Toledo. More Middays with Marcus Maben is next. This. Are you kidding me? Serious, guys? This is Sports.
Hey, Cards fans. Zach here with Great Flood Brewing Company. We are so excited to have reopened bar seating at both locations. Stop by and enjoy a Great Flood brewed beer at our Highlands tap room, or sit down at our reconfigured bar in Middletown for a burger, pizza, cocktail, or beer. We're thankful to have weathered the past year with you all. We love cheering on the Cards with you and are incredibly appreciative of your continued business. Go Cards.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
You're listening to 93.9 The Ville, your home for the Diener Show, 7 to 10 a.m.
There's probably going to be federal legislation on this. And what could go wrong with the federal government policing the NCAA? What a match made in heaven.
Middays with Marcus Maben, 10 to noon.
Fair or unfair, every year is a prove-it year.
And afternoons with Mark Ennis on The Drive.
For the local teams, everything changes once you're sort of in that club.
This is 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Are you ready for a job that gets you more? UPS is hiring now. As a warehouse worker, you'll be a part of an industry-leading team that's moving the world forward. You'll earn up to $21 per hour keeping packages moving in the warehouse, and you might even be eligible for a program that helps you with thousands of dollars for college, in many cases tuition-free, and which includes $325 towards housing and other expenses.
Broadcast
Search and apply now at
UPSJobsKY.com. is 93.9 The Ville.
I'm Ethan Moore. And I'm Taylor Lynch. Check out Louisville Sports Live, the city's longest-running all U of L sports talk show, every Wednesday at 6 o'clock right here on 93.9 The Ville.
All the best local and national guests talking all things Louisville football, basketball, and recruiting.
Yeah, I played the FSU chant at the end of it. And I was like, really? I played along with it. What song you want to come back to here? What song you want to come back to for it?
Tacori and Viraggio coming to Louisville again Friday through Sunday. Their entire collections, all the latest styles, and get up to $5,000 in savings and special financing on the ring of your dreams. Come see the latest from Viraggio, designed and handmade straight from the Big Apple. Viraggio is the only ring that can be customized for every girl's specific desires. View the entire Viraggio collection, engagement rings, wedding bands, all the latest styles not even released yet. Get the Genesis value price plus up to $5,000 in savings and special financing. Don't miss this exclusive Genesis Diamonds bridal showcase with thousands of beautiful rings other jewelers aren't even allowed to carry, and luxury pre-owned Rolexes. It's this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and yes, even open Sunday for this special once-a-year event. Tacori and Viraggio, exclusively at Genesis Diamonds, Shelbyville Road Plaza.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. It is obviously heating up in the booth. We obviously had the hot-tempered fan base blowing up our text line. And speaking of all that heat, temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree, then DFH Company is definitely the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Look into that Mitsubishi mini split for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. I'm going to talk about that after you do your read.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Also, It's been a great start to the NFL season, and it's only getting better at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. DraftKings is kicking off another week of action by giving all new customers a can't-miss offer. Bet just $1 on any football game this week and receive $150 in free bets instantly, no matter what. And this football season, all customers can swing big with DraftKings same-game parlays. Same-game parlays allow you to combine multiple bets for a bigger payout. This week, place a same-game parlay on any NFL game, and you will be credited up to $25 if your bet loses. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable, and the best part is you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Now, remember, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code WLCL, and you'll receive $150 in free bets instantly when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code WLCL to get $150 on free bets instantly this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 or older. Indiana only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you got a gambling problem, call 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Okay, so I'm sure you can imagine why we came out with the music. Oh no, we've already ran off the people who can't handle it. They're like, now people just want to hear sports radio. but I love your enthusiasm. And speaking of your enthusiasm, you do enjoy challenging yourself, trying to edit on the fly, don't you?
I mean, I truly did think that was the clean version because I typed in clean, but then once I saw it wasn't, I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little tickle. I'm like, let's go.
So
we're gonna flex the chops.
Do you do with lyrics?
Well, thankfully that one said with lyrics and description, so I pulled it down. I was scanning, and then it was like right after hit list. All right, let's have the finger on the button.
Okay,
like, let's go.
Yeah, because I'm like, dude, you should have just told me to come back and skip the rest of that song. I don't want you sitting there risking FCC violations by just challenging the system. But here's the problem. Steve knows this. I am one who thirsts for making my life difficult in places that is not necessary. There was a Russian. I would say Russian as it's like saying I shouldn't do that. That's like saying there's a North American, you know what I'm saying? Like I shouldn't do that. But I just want y'all to hear the voice.
Okay.
There's a Russian guy, Yugoslavian Russian, that
area. All right.
That tone, when I was overseas, he was my coach, right? You could tell he was one of those dudes that grew up with like, what's the big cold dude? One of the coldest big men, but he was old when he got here. Steve, who am I thinking of? Big 7 foot. I think LeBron might have played with him quite a few years right at the beginning.
Oh, Big Z.
Yeah. Okay. Let's use the Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Let's use him for example. Okay. That's a great. Yeah. That's a great type archetype or whatever. He's my coach overseas, right? And he just y'all have to appreciate. Like, I'm fresh out of school. I'm just pissed off because I'm even over here. Like, I should be in the league. Y'all know it. I know it. So I'm playing with guys that are good, but just what I'm saying? I'm just like, oh God, do I got
slumming it over here with you?
Do I have to teach y'all everything? Like, dude, do this. Dude, you do it. And I just, after about a week, I'm just like, I'm not gonna drive myself crazy trying, what I'm saying? But I was on a mission, like, by the end of the week, I need somebody needs to call me back to the United States of America. Like, that was my attitude. I'm not going to be here a whole season. My God, right?
This is a cup of coffee, and then
yeah.
How you doing?
I was going over there to kill some time and get some tape real quick so I can get back to the crib. Like on the clock.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm not going to bother to unpack. I'm not going to be here, right? So after a little while, it was just like I was getting that, dude. I'll be ready for the game. Like, get out my face, So he said to me, you have the talent. You masochist. You like to take it. You take it. You're masochist. I was like,
so he's French. Also, is what you're telling me.
I'm just telling you how it sounded in my head.
That definitely sounded French.
And then I realized
I can't do a Russian accent.
He was calling me a masochist like making things difficult for myself. And I was like, what the hell did you just say to me? But it took me about 5 minutes to process what he was saying.
Oh, that's good.
But I was like, yeah, I do make things a lot more difficult than they have to be. You know what I'm saying? And I totally see how you're just like, I'm gonna accept that challenge on that one.
It's a little rush, man. It's like
right. Like, like when, listen, when Steve is your friend, he says, dude, call Jalen. Fix that problem. I'm like, no, I want to fight it out on my own. You know what I'm saying? My buddy Dwayne, he's like, dude, you better call Jet. I'm like, yeah, I ain't going out tonight. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? Just, what do you mean you're broke? You never broke. You know what I'm saying?
You got the best ATM ever.
At least the best credit line you can get.
That's a fact. Yeah, I was gonna say call it a credit line. I like that.
Speaking of some Jalen.
Oh, listen.
Should be.
Listen, here's the thing.
Matt conversation, a situation that just happened, and
but first, this is more important, man, because yesterday I
knew we were gonna have to have this conversation.
There was a woman on air.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, there was a woman on air that was preaching truth that hasn't. And what was her name?
Cindy Bourne, the Washington Post.
That's right, Cindy Bourne of the Washington Post. That was really preaching some truth, and I do appreciate Nick for cutting it up. You want to give it to us real quick? Just a few clips.
Great NFL analysis.
Yeah.
But again, playing the Lions is a wonderful thing if you're trying to get your footing and get your bearings again.
I feel like that's fair, and we're chuckling a little bit of extra here because one of our co-hosts here on the ESPN Louisville family of networks, he has a son who actually plays on the Lions. So,
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Okay. It's okay.
Not that he plays on the Lions. Congratulations for making it to the NFL. I mean, that's terrific. And the Lions might be good again someday. That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. That was awesome. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm a Jets fan. Oh, yeah, no, we both are. Yeah, it's Zach Wilson didn't exactly light it up this weekend, but that's what Bill Belichick will do. But hey, a quarterback that we also hold near and dear.
If he's playing for the Jets or the Jaguars.
There you go. Thank you. Right. The Lions better than the Jets and Jaguars. How they haven't hired you to do marketing for them, Cindy, I'm not really sure.
The Lions, at least you're not the Jaguars.
Right. So
I've heard laughs in my life. I come from a family who loves to laugh. I love to laugh. I've driven people away. There's certain kind of laughs, There's Marcus tickled laugh, it comes from comes from the esophagus, that. And there's Marcus, there's Marcus that, you get a good win, you know what I'm saying? You're like, that comes from a little deeper place, more Adam's apple-ish, right? Sometimes there's KCD, Kentucky Joke Day, for most people who don't know. Kentucky Joke Day is kind of like it's a little deeper, a little like pre-diaphragm, but it's just a little deeper. Then there's 9 and 17, where it's and that's really coming from down deep. The laughing that I just heard about my son and his profession, that hurt my feelings. Because that laugh came from a place so deep. That was true. Okay, the levels of laughter and humor, they come humor comes from the soul.
Yeah.
It's the true untouched form of the human spirit is humor. And the laughing that I heard.
I think we could hear that laugh again, Nick, that immediate rush of laughter.
That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. That was awesome. I just heard laughs come from the soul of 3 individuals, and listen. I envy. I hope to one day find something funny enough that I can summon the laughter gods from the soul and like just Shang Tsung style, just call on the laughter god. I hope to be able to laugh
at something one day
at that poor like kid who plays for the Detroit Lions. Glad to know how everybody feels about my plight.
Who was it laughing?
Turncoat 1?
Was it? I couldn't tell. I would.
One more time. Let's try to identify the voices.
That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. That was awesome.
Now, Biscuit was in there, and he's an NFL guy, so okay, that's fine. But there was another laugh. And I can't put my finger on.
It's a mystery, but I bet he's handsome.
One more time, because this came from the soul.
Yeah,
this came from everyone's soul.
That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. I mean, they couldn't breathe. Awesome. They literally couldn't breathe.
I'm getting an Italian hint in there. And
we only have 2 Italians that work in the building, and I know one.
Was Bob on your show?
One doesn't
Bob
even.
wasn't on your show,
Bob doesn't know I have a son in the NFL.
Bob don't even know your kid plays.
And I know, I know our Italian-based producer,
right,
would never
no,
laugh at my kid.
That wasn't him.
Who's going through some struggles with his NFL team. I know.
If it's one thing Italians are, it's loyal.
That wasn't him.
Until you try to stab us in the back, then we'll.
Yeah, that wasn't him. Well, I don't know. You know?
Process is half the time. Maybe that's what it
was. Maybe it was Jack.
Yeah, maybe it was Jack. Might have been Jack.
As shortly as that was.
Jack was too busy cutting that.
It was 5 octaves lower too.
Jack was stuck back in his prison.
his prison cubicle.
Oh man, we do need to get her on though, so she can talk with Marcus. So,
Nikki, I got her contact.
Maybe later this week, next week, we could get her on.
I mean, I was nowhere near the board when that happened.
After the win,
but I do have her contact. So
after the what?
After the win.
Who? FSU. We're gonna
FU.
No, who's wait a minute. I'm sorry, were you talking about the Lions or the Ravens? That's fun.
It's the perfect time. You know what? How about we mark that? We keep that in our little 93.9 Dropbox, because I want people to know forever the laughter that came at my little baby's expense. My little baby who's just following his dream. My little baby from a small country town in Clarksville, Tennessee, who just fought to one day either get a scholarship to the school his dad played, or just to one day maybe represent his state school and just make everybody proud, because that's all he wanted. Y'all are laughing at a kid who got to the NFL and started a scholarship foundation for his high school to give one kid a scholarship to send him away to school. This kid, he hadn't even made any money yet. He started a scholarship foundation for his high school. Give me that laugh again.
That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. That was awesome. That kid just wanted to make enough money to feed his family. And once he knew once he met his goal, that kid graduated from college in 3 years as a 4-year starter at the University of Tennessee, and graduated in 3 years. Recently engaged, Jalen Reeves-Maven. Recently engaged. That kid just got engaged to the sister of one Alex Poythress. Great human beings. Louisville wanted to comfort Alex Poythress because he was being treated so bad at Kentucky. That's how good they were. Kids, they were friends as babies. They were 10 years old. They all reached their goals together. When Alex is not playing basketball, he's to this day, he's at Jalen's house in Clarksville, Tennessee, in a small town called Clarksville, Tennessee. Oh no! Don't clip out that Italian voice. Sound like you try to cut that a little shorter than normal. Oh no! Oh no, my brother!
That didn't come out right.
That was incredible. That was awesome.
Okay, so now let's get to the important thing, Steve. You asked me the question. Let's just ask it real quick.
Okay. By the way, Texter is scolding you.
I'm listening.
The laugh was not about your son. Stop it. I'm losing faith in humanity. I'm losing faith in the world.
Read that out loud again.
The laugh was not about your son. Stop it.
Literal Larry. Thank you.
Listen. I've lost faith in humanity at this point.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to transition out of this. Okay.
What happened across the street, by the way?
That's what
I missed all that, but I saw you guys looking.
Listen, okay, this next 10 minutes, it's not going to be about sports, so it's going to be about life.
Okay.
So if literal Larry is going to have a problem because we're not breaking down the Noah Locke L. Ellis battle.
Speaking of which, both of them riding down the road in scooters yesterday.
God darn it.
I know.
No. Good try, though. They were riding down school. You saw him?
Yeah.
Or somebody reported it.
I told him to be safe. I rolled down my window at the stoplight. I was like, hey, y'all just please be safe. They laughed. I laughed.
That might make a transition into listen, my setup about the basketball conversation, the reason I came back with the bad boy may have a piece to do with that conversation or what you just said. But before we get there,
they're riding it in the road.
I mean,
I'm like, somebody didn't see Lorenzo Malton on a moped. They sure as heck ain't gonna see you.
But I'll say this.
Okay.
It's hard to judge though, man. I want to judge, but I did a lot of stupid stuff.
No, I'm again, literal Larry.
Yeah.
We're
judging
joking.
in sarcasm.
I don't care if they ride their scooters
I do though.
down.
No, I do though. Yeah. Listen, learn from my mistakes. Get off. Get off the damn. Learn from Lorenzo.
Just stay on the sidewalk. That's all I ask.
No, but even those sidewalks got some suspect, ramp parts. It's like,
look, that's on y'all. Then get up and
get the extra work exercise in.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Okay, so this is what happened. What did you see? Tua Tagovailoa is out against the Raiders, Steve. Are you ready to say he's a bust?
I've turned my head in that direction.
Listen, Nikki, we had one of those moments like, dude, you're wrong and I'm right on this one. And we just like held firm to it. Like, no, I don't like Tua. I don't like Tua. I just don't.
Really?
No.
I thought Tua was going to be very good in the league. He is, so far, he is not.
Miami was pretty stoked about him.
Yeah, I know. I thought he was going to be good. Okay, get to your conversation. Okay. I want to hear.
Nikki, what did you see?
Okay, I saw a man crossing the street, jaywalking, as we all do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not throwing stones in my glass house. but I recognize looks because we all have them. I recognize the squirrel look. I recognize the hey, that was a Louisville guy. That was an athlete. I remember the what the truck, and that one was just kind of a let's see where this goes. Like because you guys were fixated on somebody crossing the street. That's all I saw.
Okay, so yeah, you saw the guy. You saw my reaction or my interest in said guy.
Yes. And I couldn't pinpoint necessarily where it was. It was just sort of a let's see where this goes.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened because I want to attach a question to this, Steve.
Okay, I'm listening.
Because everybody has experienced this moment, and people, y'all, this is going to be one of the saddest, most relatable moments you'll ever hear in your life. Okay, this man that he's slim, looked like he's probably formerly athletic, say he's probably older, but just looked like he had a good, a good frame.
Absolutely.
Steve, I watched him. This is terrible.
Yeah.
I watched him, this athletic man, step off this curb and injure his back.
Yeah, no, he held his back all the way to the car.
You saw that too?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But
That's what it was.
I saw the step. I saw the step when I saw when he was walking fine. And I saw the back jerk, right? And y'all, we're talking about the curb.
Yeah.
And just imagine like everybody over what were we gonna say, 30?
Sure.
Is that the age where you get one of those injuries? Like,
yeah, that's fair.
I cannot believe.
Yeah.
Like almost you want to punch something.
That's fair.
Kind of like how Nikki hit the, caught on the door and just kind of overreact. Like
Grant Roundhouse kicked it.
Listen, that was the most 30-plus-year-old injury that you've ever seen in your life. And I saw it and I recognized it and I was like, and then listen, and when he got to the middle of the street, I watched his leg try to step up and I could see the lower back sciatic nerve pinch.
Sure.
You could see him. And we're talking about curb.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I'm just like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, just I've reached and extended and my elbow has just went, you know what I'm saying? Just Yes. So Steve, what is your injury that came out of nowhere that you almost got mad about because you're like it's your body? And again,
I know it.
I won't even do ageism because you've taken the wear and tear of hockey, and you even being younger, you still have, I'm sure you experienced these. Oh God, like just reaching down to pick up some like what's your worst? I can't believe I just injured myself like doing something like that. What's yours?
Mine's easy.
By the way, anybody jump in here with y'all if y'all have a injury story where you just said, I cannot believe that hurt them.
Have been 30 or 29. I might have been right under, but
athlete kind of lowers your bar. Like normal is 30, but athlete is those start hitting about 25 when you're like, ugh.
Yeah, well, especially when you played sports your whole life.
Right.
I started playing sports when I was 5 years old, So here's the thing. It was James Quick, number 1 at Clemson. The first installment of he didn't score. So James Quick, number 1 at Clemson. It looks like, man, we're in trouble. Boom. Will Gardner hits James Quick. James Quick breaks the tackle, takes off down the field. He gets caught.
I cannot believe James Quick got caught.
We lose. But under Bobby, it does annoy you because it's like, wow, that's twice Bobby should have went into Death Valley and won. Yeah. So
he could have stopped. He could have stopped the Clemson,
I know
the Clemson dynasty
before it even started. But as he's running, I'm jumping up and down, and something happened, and my back, and like I literally had to bend over. And I had to watch the rest of the game, like the goal on possession.
Like you twerked.
I was like I couldn't breathe tight because I was like,
and you don't know how to.
But I was like, I don't care. Like I've got to finish this. Yeah, and it was that was probably the one where I was like, oh my God, I've never done this before. Like just see, I was jumping. I was like, let's go, and I was like,
Just a muscle just pulled out.
Terrible.
Nikki, what say you?
All right. It was gas bags, like practice 2. I just tried to golf. Well, I mean, like, we're taking batting practice. I think Tom or Ethan.
So recently, your recent softball was your. I remember you were out.
I just took a little, it was a low pitch, and I was basically doing that little like backhand, like just trying to hit it back to you, like not my pitch, whatever. And it felt like I got shot. And it was like the smallest little muscle in my back.
But at least you were still doing something athletic.
But then I fell down the stairs at like 2 steps. Like I'm helping my dog. The dog's a little older. So in the backyard, I'm like, come on, like Puka, I got you. And I'm leaning up against it's an old deck that came with this house, old deck. And I'm leaning up against it, but I'm putting so much
your weight on it. Yeah.
And the thing just snaps. And then I fall down the stairs again, and I was swearing in languages I didn't think I spoke.
And your dog's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, he was looking at me, he's like, I'm the one with arthritis, you jackass. And so now I don't know if it speaks to, maybe some underlying issues.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
After the thing broke in half, and even though my back hurt, I did have one part, like half of my body I could still swing on, and I pummeled the rest of the thing. I was like, well, I'm throwing it out anyway, and I just absolutely manhandled.
You just beat. Go ahead.
Nick, I just sent you a clip from Twitter to your phone. If you could, it will play into. It was Travion Cooley from this morning on Packer and Durham. I haven't heard it yet, but I was reading what he said. So
got you.
Whenever you
let
can,
me take
we'll
this
take
phone
a
call
phone
first,
call.
and then
We'll read
you
a couple texts. And
who do we got on the phone line? Jesse, thanks for joining on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Mark? What's up, Steve?
What's going on, man?
Look, it's so funny y'all just had this conversation. I'm a mailman, right? Overall, I deliver mail, so I'm walking, but I'm at home on a Sunday, resting on my 4-year-old son. All of a sudden, I was like, something ain't right. Dude, the next morning, I couldn't even turn my neck. I was out of work I just got back Monday. I had to go to the doctor. They was like, oh, you messed it bad. I had just to look to my left or right, I had to turn my whole body. I mean, it was, and I'm like, what in the world? I'm only 32. And I'm like, I ain't never had no neck injuries, but my God, horrible.
So how long did it have you out for?
Oh, I was out I was out from Monday. I tried to work Monday. What happened? Try to work Tuesday. What happened? Then I just got back this Monday, and it's still sore. And I'm like, no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Just simple movements to get you past 30.
Dude, a 4-year-old whooped me. Can't even fight no more.
Fair enough. Listen, you got the point of this conversation. It's like the surprising, like, where did that come from?
That's good. Texter said, I was at Louisville Auburn. They had a tailgate stage set up for people to dance. I went up, started dancing. I hit the sea walk, dip to the ground. My knee popped, and I barely got back up. Somebody said, I'm so washed up. Turned just to walk the opposite direction, and my torso turned faster than my lower body. Lumbar was done. Somebody said, I was carrying groceries up the stairs, tripped on the very first step. My arm went between the poles on the handrail support, and it dislocated my shoulder.
Oh, God.
2 more here, and then we'll see if we can get this clip.
But yeah, do you feel clumsy, or do you feel just old?
Somebody said, ma'am, I was walking, and my knee gave out. I know. Somebody said,
not supposed to do that.
I am 44. I did a 10-miler to the next weekend, tore my calf muscle playing cornhole, but my doctor said it happened during the 10-miler, but I'm known in my family as the only guy to get hurt playing cornhole. I will say my new one is, if me and you have a long conversation, like sometimes we do that hour and a half on the phone, I walk, and now that we're in the house, like I have almost like a track I can walk, which is better. But if I walk and turn in my old house, I would turn back and forth.
Right.
One day, man, I messed up my hip. Just the way I was turning, man. And I was like, oh.
Just planting your feet into the ground. And
so wait until you're 50. You hurt yourself sleeping. Somebody said.
I was going to say that earlier this week. I thought I had turf toe because I fell asleep and my foot just was hanging off the side of the bed. And I got like no sleep. It was a terrible night's sleep. So it was only like over there for like 2 hours. Maybe.
Right.
And I woke up and my big toe on my right side, I couldn't put any weight on it.
Just like
so I was hopping around. I was like, did I really just freaking pull a tendon in my foot by
depressing.
sleeping?
That's funny.
No, it's so depressing.
Did you ever get that clip?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Okay. This is Travion Cooley. Travion Cooley, freshman running back who had a great game. I talked to Biscuit this morning because I thought Biscuit did a good job breaking down the zone run. We were talking about Cooley because he feels the same way I did I was like, I think Cooley's gonna be a stud once he learns on that stretch play.
Was it slow too, fast through?
Yeah. It's like, hey man, 3 yards is okay. Yeah. So, but this is Travion Cooley talking with Packer and Durham.
Get the ball. Now the defense has to make a play, and lo and behold, the very next play we go pick six heading this way for touch. I know that's why you signed with Louisville, but man, that place was going bonkers. That just had to be a blast from the sideline watching it.
Yeah, it was funny. I wasted so much energy when we got the pick six. I swear, I thought I was cramping up for a second, running after Jalen. It was just insane. I never witnessed anything like that. In my football career, I've been playing football for a very long time, since I was 4 years old, and I never witnessed anything like that. It's just, it was just insane to me. It was insane to see.
But so it doesn't just happen when you're getting older.
Right.
That's Travion Cooley
It can happen anytime.
Listen, I got so excited. I literally started cramping running. Look, I'm running out to Jalen Alderman, and I'm like,
I tell you what, we'll take our last commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maben on 939 The Ville.
Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the smile I see on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Oh. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. Verno's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Louisville men's basketball season tickets are on sale now. Catch the Cards as they hit the hardwood for what's sure to be another exciting season at the KFC Yum Center. Save on single game ticket pricing and enjoy exclusive perks for as little as $18 per game. Marquee matchups include ACC showdowns against Duke, North Carolina, Virginia, and more. Secure your seats today by visiting gocards.com/tickets. Don't miss a second of the action this season with Louisville men's basketball season tickets. L's up and go Cards.
Uncle Chuck, what is fall?
Fall means football, but excitement doesn't end there. This is when Kentucky's outdoors are just getting started. The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife reminds you lakes and streams are alive with fall fishing. And for many, the biggest game of the season is white-tailed deer. Get your fishing and hunting license and get your game plan together this fall. Take aim on a winning season at fw.ky.gov.
At Kroger, fresh groceries are our thing, so we check your delivery order for freshness at every step from farm to store and pick and pack every veggie in your free pickup order with care, because we treat your food the way we'd want ours to be treated. We're fresh every day, so shop anyway. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Free pickup on orders of $35 or more. Restrictions may apply.
We're hiring for immediate openings with next day pay, benefits, and great perks. Apply today at jobs.kroger.com.
Stay close, go far. Spalding University in downtown Louisville offers bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees on campus or online. See for yourself why we've been named a top 5 college in Kentucky 4 years in a row by College Choice. Visit spalding.edu to learn more.
Football's in full swing, and about the only thing more popular is securing a great rate on your home loan. Whether it's a new home or refinancing your current investment, Century Mortgage is your team. Our commitment to personal local business drives us to deliver exceptional service to our clients and community. At Century Mortgage, you're meeting with people who live here, work here, and like you are invested in this community. Let us, your neighbor Century Mortgage, take care of funding your most important investment, your home. Let Century Mortgage be a part of your team. We're here to get you home. Visit CenturyMortgage.com to get started today. Century Mortgage Company is an equal housing lender, NMLS number 26988.
Are cataracts preventing you from seeing the world as you should? Brightly, clearly, and vividly? Choose cataract surgery at Dr. Black's Eye Associates. Our skilled eye surgeons will develop an eye care plan just for you. In minutes, our procedure can painlessly restore your vision. Are you ready to change the way you see life forever? Schedule a cataract consultation with our local specialist today. Call 888-EYE-CARE or visit have2020.com. Dr. Black's Eye Associates. See life clearly.
GE Appliance Park is hiring industrial maintenance technicians making up to $1,176 per week, plus a $1,500 hiring bonus and immediate benefits. Join our manufacturing production team and be part of over 100 years of American manufacturing. Apply today at makeitathepark.com or text GEA Park to 844-MY-APPLY. That's GEA Park to 844-692-7759. Make a difference. Make it at the park.
Miss anything for your favorite shows? Head over to the GE Appliances Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Hey guys, Gronk here, calling a 30-second hair huddle. When it comes to tackling hair loss, Hims has you covered. From clinically proven regrowth treatments to thickening, shampoo, and conditioner. Just go to 4hims.com for a free consultation. Then a licensed medical provider can help you with your game plan. If prescribed, Hims ships directly to your door. Get your hair back in the game with Hims. Try today and get a 90-day money-back guarantee at 4hims.com.
Just go to 4hims.com/huddle. That's 4hims.com/HUDDLE. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information.
Time now for an ESPN Louisville Sports Center update.
Good morning. I'm Nick Feldman on the Sports Center update brought to you by Wing Zone. Try the ESPN Louisville special. 10 boneless wings, wedges, and a drink for $9.39. Cards facing FSU on the road this Saturday, 3:30. You can catch that one on ESPN2. Mike Golick Jr. of ESPN, who joined the drive with Mark Ennis yesterday, had said that he believes the recipe for success with this Cardinal team begins and ends with quarterback Malik Cunningham.
I think going forward, that's going to have to be more of the answer to this question here. Your best weapon is at quarterback right now, and you've got to find creative ways to maximize him in a running game that we know wants to stretch people horizontally, wants to then turn that into passes over the top. But it's got to start with your quarterback, who put a banner performance on display in that game.
Keep it locked Saturday to ESPN Louisville for Miller Lite pregame coverage with Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch. The Miller Lite postgame coverage immediately after that one goes final with Mark Ennis. On the diamond, the ACC announcing the 2022 tourney will return to Truist Field in Charlotte. To the MLB, the Reds, they fell to the Bucks 6-2, making Moon Mullins very happy. The Reds, they're now 4 games out of the final NL wildcard spot. And the Bats, they start their final homestand of the year today with Toledo. That game will get started at 1 p.m. More Middays with Marcus Maven coming up next. This is Sports Center.
It's a throwback, and it's a toss down the sideline. Wide open! Smith to Cooley!
After a thrilling win over Central Florida, Louisville football enters ACC play Saturday when the Cards travel to Florida State. And ESPN Louisville is your home for the most pre- and post-game coverage. Join Pat Jaggers and Taylor Lynch Saturday at 1:30 live from Khalil's for the Miller Lite pregame show, and directly following the game for the Miller Lite postgame show. It's all on 93.9 The Ville. If it's Louisville football, we talk about it here on ESPN Louisville.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 Pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Drew will probably watch. I bet he'll probably watch.
Just because
it's in
Ashe
Arthur Ashe Stadium, baby. The first wrestling event in a tennis stadium. It's going to be there. It's going to be a massive Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson. I mean, like
this. You got tonight, Steve. Okay, wait. I'm going to stop everybody because I know there's a million people. Me, wrestling's fake. Okay, I know it's predetermined.
No,
thank you.
How many times have they wrestled?
It's real to me.
How many times have they wrestled?
Nikki,
because I've wrestled.
Go on a defense like that. Let them live in their horrible world.
It's just like they're the people that like they deep down. I think they just want to shout about Santa Claus.
They got the problem, not you, Nikki. They have the problem.
Come on, everybody. God.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm pumped though. I can't wait. They're going to be there tonight and Friday.
You have a knot on your head. Don't stop from that wrestling thing. By the way, yeah,
I know.
Wrestled. Yeah,
I was going to say, like, dude, like, listen, I wrestled. Like, listen, I came to work the next day. With the scratch with a busted open eye and a huge knot on my head from where I took a hit to the back of the head. Like, so I'm like, yeah, forget y'all.
Yeah. Predetermined, not fake.
Listen,
jackasses.
I think there's a chance Danielson wins because it's a non-title match. They've quietly kind of kept that in there that it's not for the title because AEW actually like does wins and losses and that stuff matters. Like WWE don't care.
Like records.
Yeah, they don't
I kind of like
that. Hell, you can lose. Yeah. You can lose 40 times, and then it's like, all right, he's got a title contender shot tonight, and if he wins this, he's the heavy. he gets number one contender.
It's actually a power ranking.
Yeah, like so you can't just come in. I don't care if you're Bryan Danielson or not. You can't just come in and get a title shot,
right?
But he did come in and he told Kenny Omega, he's like, hey man, it's about the title one day. But this time, I want to see if you're really the best because I don't think you're as good as me. Because CM Punk come in with I'm here to help the young talent, stuff like that. Bryan Danielson was like, no, I'm not. I want to see if y'all really as good as you say you are because I am good. So, I mean, dude, I'm jacked, man. Tonight's going to be a good show.
What are you going to have? What food are you going to have?
I might go listen. There is a pizza joint there in the Commons. You're gonna have to pay me if you want me to tell you. But yeah, look, I think I'm gonna go over there.
I know the one you're talking about. Amen.
Yeah, it's right down your alley. Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna get a big cheeseburger pizza. I think just watch, man. I'm so pumped.
Get your adrenaline.
It's gonna be awesome, man. So I'm really pumped for that on TNT tonight. Yeah,
it's gonna be a cool spectacle.
Listen, I believe him because he told me. He said, "Hey, man. This might be one of the ones you jump on in on."
It's going to be the biggest live crowd they've ever had. And
really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're in Arthur Ashe Stadium, which is gigantic in and of itself. I'd like to go there actually to watch tennis too, and I'm not a huge tennis fan, just for the spectacle of it. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be a really cool atmosphere.
Okay, so this is what we do. Speaking of atmospheres, last quick topic because we do got to get Nikki going. Steve, you told me something. You made a joke about personality, about basketball team. This is a question I've been just thinking to ask you. It's back of my mind, just not a big deal. This is me just digging for extremes. This is me digging for, which side of the tree the moss is growing on to I just want to learn a couple things. Okay, so personality. How much personality does it take to make it to the Final Four from your basketball team?
Not a lot. You don't have to have a lot of personality to make a Final Four. Saw some boring teams make Final Fours, but
UVA, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right. I know that was exactly where I was going.
Quietly, they did have some personality. Kihei Clark. I mean, and that team was really freaking good.
But I think we do too. I mean, I don't want to.
The style was just
and again, this is not an indictment. I'm just saying, if I wanted to say, oh man, maybe we don't have all our maybe we need a little more swag, a little more.
But see, I don't think they're not going to have on the court swag. Mm-hmm. Like that's why I say, like I didn't want my yesterday comments to be kind of. I was more saying too. I wanted to give the women their roses because like they were. So awesome.
It was more about the women.
They were just awesome, man. I mean, they look like they're going to be a team. I've never bought. I'm gonna be honest. I've never bought women's season tickets, and like after that, I was like, me and my son were talking. I was like, would you want to go to some of the games? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, he was pumped that Haley Van Lith was dating Jalen Suggs. He was like, man, that's awesome. Really? you know, and like we're watching. I'm like, yeah, you know, and like so he was kind of like, oh, this is dope. He liked their jerseys. They unveiled those
That's
new
great exposure.
yellow
That's
jerseys.
That's a great story being told too.
Yeah.
Just you know, like, hey, you know, because yeah,
So I was like, if I bought season tickets, would you want to go to a few games? He's like, yeah.
I've never not had a good time when I went.
No, yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
That's true. I've been to a handful of them. I've worked a lot more of them, but
So
I've been to a handful. It's a good time.
I really think they won the night, man. Like they won the night at Louisville Live. Yeah, I thought that they did. So, and the joke is, and like I said, man, you go back and watch it. I mean, Mason Faulkner comes out, he's flexing. You know what I'm saying? Like we have personality. It's just, it's not the over the top
and
guys.
We need an Okoye gal. Is what we need, because that dude rocked the mic better than anyone I've ever seen down there.
And I'll say this: Jeff Walls has always had the initiative of we got to sell our program too. So let's do better about selling our program at all times.
No, Jeff Walls understands. I think I give him and Dan McDonald so much credit, because Dan McDonald's never ran from the fact he's like, listen, we know once basketball's over, people turn to us, and we need to have them a product, because he kind of says we need to play from the start of the season to the end of basketball to a level to where when basketball's over, people want to come and watch us.
Yep. I mean, like, and it never made it awkward, because that's an awkward conversation when your ego is involved. Like you never felt the energy of Jeff Walls saying, oh, we have a great year, and they didn't have a great year. You never felt any of that energy at all. You know what I'm saying?
What's this? Mitch wants to know where the Reds hat is at. Who's Mitch? Isn't there a guy used to work here named Mitch?
I think you misspelled it. It's a different consonant at the beginning.
Fair enough. Yeah, I thought there used to be a dude here.
Mitch.
When they're like a
is a Cubs fan?
Might have been. Anyways.
Oh no, that's Jack.
Yeah. Well.
Anyways.
Yeah. So yeah. But your point is right. And so does that make sense of what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, listen. Those coaches without the ego, the ego issues.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you almost want to say, hey, I know we don't tell you how much we appreciate that, but you are integral at having a successful sports program.
Yeah, man.
Without jabbing at each other, like I said, with the McDonald, with the basketball, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a great little Roses moment.
Before we get out of here, let me remind a few people stuff. Food should not be an impossible choice, and yet far too many people here in Louisville struggle with not having enough to eat. Kroger is proud to partner with local food bank Dare to Care and ask you to support Hunger Action Month by donating, volunteering, and spreading the word. Text Dare to Care to 56651. 56651 to that's just once, just not twice in a row. To support access to healthy food at locations across. $1 can help provide enough food for 6 meals during the month of September in Kroger. And Kroger will match every dollar donated today up to $25,000. Check out the Dare to Care website at daretocare.org or follow them on Facebook for many more ideas to help us end hunger. Again, text Dare to Care 56651.
One more quick. Need y'all to start clearing out October 4th off of your calendar. Steve mentioned it a little bit earlier, but the Denny Crum Scholarship benefit auction, October 4th, where we may have a passing of the torch. Your coach will be there, your current coach, and your former
You'll
coach,
be there?
and you'll be there as well.
I'll be there?
You will be there.
Sup?
Freeloading son of.
Can you play that laugh one more time?
Can your dad not get you in?
Actually, I'm not Jamie, so no.
I just want to hear this one more time.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's see. You know what? Maybe we should take Nick, now that I'm thinking about it.
That didn't come out right.
Nah.
Gonna have to think on that one.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how you.
You want DJ?
Oh, I'll take DJ from Texas.
Get one more in
Thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
What's up, Marcus? What's up, Steve? How y'all doing? Yo, I'm ready for the big game this weekend. You know what? It takes me all the way back to 2002 when everybody said we didn't stand a chance against Florida State and the rain and the weather and everything else. And who came out victorious? All I can say, go Cards. I appreciate the show. Thank you for what y'all do. And I love the fact that you play the music all day long to piss everybody off and to piss the Cardinals off. That way, when they get down there, they already know what they're facing and going to come out victorious. Go Cards. Y'all keep doing your thing.
I do appreciate that call. It's always good to hear a compliment at the end of the show.
It's good, man.
Leaves everybody feeling good. Gives you a good vibe. So as always, look at that rain.
Glad I got a garage.
As always, 8150 93.9 is the number. 3831 93.9 is the text line. YouTube channels always made for the Ville. Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville.